Okay, so Freddie Kitchens ate it last night. Redskins look like they're going to hire Ron Rivera. 3 coaching changes in the NFC East possible with the Giants firing Pat Shurmur this morning.
Mike Freeman just tweeted out a Pro Football Talk story saying that negotiations moving more slowly than expected between the two sides.
Mike Silver did added to that and said everything's moving.
Well, he would know. He spoke to Rivera just this weekend.
He said Ron and his wife are on a plane to Northern Virginia. Everything's going as planned.
Okay.
So it looks like it will be Ron Rivera in Washington.
All right.
Giants move on from Pat Shurmur after 2 seasons. John Mara, Giants owner, talked about that move today.
You know, these decisions are never easy, particularly when you have someone like Pat. But at the end of the day, we just didn't win enough games. And we believe that we have to move in another direction. It's certainly not all Pat's fault. He did a lot of good things here, in particular his role in selecting and training Daniel Jones. It's a difficult day when you have to do something like this. But at the end of the day, it was a decision we just felt like we had to make going forward. In terms of Dave, I know you're going to ask me about that. But Steve and I decided to retain Dave and give him a chance to finish what he has started, which includes so many changes in this organization that people really don't know about. The point I'm trying to make is it's not business as usual here at the Giants, and we felt like we need to give it a chance to see if it's going to succeed or not.
Okay. Steve, meaning Steve Tisch, is the other owner of the Giants. Mara and
What
Tisch.
do you think about that move to keep Dave Gettleman?
Al in Dallas is on line 1. Al, I defer. I'm going to pass that one to you. Al, I'm going to pass that one to you. Al, you there?
I'm there. Happy New Year to you guys.
What's up, Al?
Great job on the NFL thing, but I'm going to jump right into this right now.
I'm deferring to you. What do you think?
I'm going to take a weird take on this one. I don't think a decision on Dave Gettleman's future needs to be made right now.
Okay.
I do think he's got a couple of, he's had some health issues. He's a little older, so you don't know the direction. But I can't imagine that they're going to go and bring in a Matt Rule or somebody like that and not be secure with Gettleman or have a plan in place to transition from him. He's done some things that have worked out really well. He's done some things that haven't worked out really well. Shurmur got set up for failure just by the nature of the talent on the field. And he's a great coordinator. I just don't think he's a quality head coach. They need to bring in a guy who's been a head coach who knows how to manage that. I like the Rule, Matt Rule. Jim Harbaugh would be great.
Well, you know what?
Something like that.
You know what? I think Daniel Jones did show that he's got chops, man. I think he did. And I know that it's tough to say because they didn't win a game in October and November, and that's not a hyperbole or exaggeration. That literally is what happened. That they went between September and December winning games, and without winning games, I meant. But I think and that's Gettleman's pick, man. And the question is who is the guy that they can bring in? The Jets decided that Gase was the right one for Darnold, and I think the jury's still out on that one. And it would really be particularly hurtful to Jets fans if they bring in Rule, because that's who the Jets apparently chose Gase over. So,
hey, look, man, the Jets were 6-2 in the last 8 games. So everybody's like, poo-pooing Gase and his nuttiness and his wackiness. But they were 7-9. They're closer to 10-6 than they are 4-12. The New York Football Jets.
All right, Al. Thanks for the call.
And then my last thing I'll say about this is for Dow. I saw more Giant fans in the men's grill yesterday in my club, watching the Cowboys game than I've ever seen in my life. And this is what you get when you don't beat the Jets.
Thanks for the call, Al.
Thanks,
appreciate it. Yep. Hey, Jets beat the Cowboys. Jets beat the Steelers. Those were very difficult losses for those teams. But Gettleman chose Jones, and I think Jones showed some chops. That performance he made in the Redskins game, Barkley finished up strong.
Yeah.
None of it, though, could save Shurmur. I think they need to make a big-ass splash and go and get somebody, either a top-notch college coach that they could stick with, because you could hear it in John Mara's voice. Again, the reason why, I believe she is John's niece. Rooney Mara, the actress, is called Rooney Mara because the Giants, the Mara family, has been tight with the Steelers' Rooney family forever. The Giants in the NFL ownership meetings have had the same seats for years next to the Steelers. They sit next to each other. And it kills the Giants that they're known as an organization that churns out coaches. This is not what they want to do. But McAdoo was a dreadful hire, and they turned him into a guy who had not succeeded before as a coordinator, as a head coach. They turned to him, and the last two have not worked out, and they're now churning it. They've now had as many coaches since Coughlin as the Steelers have had, period, since Chuck Noll. This is not what they want to do. So they're definitely, this is a huge hire for them. And maybe they will go get McDaniels. That would be a good guy to get. Somebody, technically from the family tree.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.